I wanted. Lycan, where are you? Lycan! Get your skinny ass. All right.
Captain right there! Captain Morgan! Yeah! Captain
Ahoy, mates! Welcome to Pirate Invasion. Are we having a good time? In case you don't know who I am, my name is Chaldor. This is Captain Morgan, our host. I'm your quartermaster here. Young man, tell me that town you're from again.
I'm from Sherwood Forest in Nottinghamshire.
Not Nottinghamshire, Nottinghamshire.
That was good.
Well, I've heard you say it 15 damn times today.
True, that is true, yeah. So if you can't get it now, you never will.
So, this young man came all the way from across the pond to play with you people. Give him a hand. I came from Temecula. Yeah, you only say that because you're from Burbank. Beautiful downtown Burbank. All right, but we'll come back up in a minute. Now, did you like the cannon fire today? I know for a fact all those people came from Northern California. Give them a hand. I love you guys. We also have some pirates from Ventura. Wave your hands, fellows. All the pirates from the Ventura County. Good job. That's a long ways. Now, if any of you came from long distance to come to our fine event, we thank you. So, here's one to all of you. Thank you. And by the way, all of you, I would like to thank personally that came out to the meet and greet last night over across the way at Shenanigans. It was off the hook. We danced, we played, we partied, we met people we hadn't met before. Heck, people talked to us. It was fun. The life of a pirate can be lonely. All that pillaging and plundering and blood and guts. It's nice just to talk to your victims. Every once in a while.
And your waitresses.
And your waitresses. And then you run them through, yes. Well, sometimes you run them through first, and then they never go back to mere mortals.
Did everybody have a good time?
Yeah!
How you doing, mate? Yay! Good, good.
All right, once again, I'm Chaldor, mates, and this is Pirate Division Long Beach, and thank you for coming. Each year it gets better. The king.
Wait a second.
Don Juan, how can I help you, sir?
His Majesty Philip II King of Spain, ruler of 3/4 of
Your Majesty. Hello, sir. The King of Spain. Senor Quartermaster, we were not informed of this induction that you're having received. Is this something that we are not aware of? Is this something that trouble on this island?
No, sir, you had my word. I could have sworn I informed Don Juan to tell you, but perhaps in his drunken stupor, he may not have relayed to you the information. But I'm here to introduce the Order of Leviathan induction ceremony. We're Fellowship of Pirates, 13 years now, a global fellowship, pirates across the world, and this is our induction. We have your permission to proceed, sir.
What do you think? Should we proceed?
Yeah!
Then you shall carry on.
Hail the
Thank
king!
you, Your Majesty. Thank you.
Hail the king!
sorry for throwing you under the bus, my drunken friend, my drunken lover friend. Don Juan is a lover of ladies. Perhaps you have seen one of his roses, or even given a rose. This one, the one with the green.
Right now.
Thank you, everybody. And it's my honor to introduce the Order of Leviathan. I am on the wrong side. Too much wrong. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Here they come. Oh, thank you, Cowboy. Gonna wait for everyone to get up. Thank you for everyone for being here. You all look amazing. This is our mission statement for the Order of Leviathan group. Founded many moons ago.
Captain Jeffro,
Can't memorize this. To encourage camaraderie, involvement amongst the pirate social and entertainment groups at pirate-themed events, festivals, gatherings, to expand our presence and involvement in supporting our local communities and charities. To be an example, leadership, education, promoting, building upon the historical, fictional pirate subculture from future years to come. To promote, maintain quality at themed events worldwide. I thank you.
Hey.
Thank you. You guys did that really well. Good job.
Ahoy there. Before we get started, we have a little proclamation we want you to listen to from Captain Kit Carson, who's going to read it on his own free will. He wasn't forced up here. He volunteered to speak. So, Kit Carson, please come up this way.
We all know Carson can't read.
He's held at gunpoint.
It's in Braille.
He's held at gunpoint.
So I have some words here that I am reading on my own free will. Has nothing to do with this short woman standing next to me with this rather large flintlock. We, the members of the Order of Leviathan, on this 29th day of June, do for ourselves and our members, of which we are responsible for, acknowledge the jurisdiction and dominion of His Majesty King Philip of Spain over pirate invasion Long Beach in the most perfect, ample, and solemn manner. And we do promise for ourselves and our members that neither we nor they shall molest any of their Majesty's subjects, be they of the 1, 2, 3, or even 4-legged variety, in the town of Long Beach. Seriously? Seriously. If any insult, robbery, outrage, blasphemy, unauthorized drunkenness, really, witchcraft, counterfeiting, cheating, slandering, scolding, gross premeditated lying, heresy, vagrancy, smuggling, pillaging, conspiracy, espionage, fraud, murder, revenge, conniving, skullduggery, scheming, being Mr. Willis, or impersonating the same, acts of piracy, larceny, torture, or the shanghaiing of anyone shall happen to be committed by any of our members, satisfaction and restitution shall be made to the person or persons injured, up to and including the going rate of 1 bottle of decent rum or 3 bottles of mediocre rum. Why don't we just add fun to the list?
that if any quarrel or misunderstanding shall happen between ourselves and the Spanish court, neither we nor they shall take any private satisfaction or revenge, but will instead turn page, take public satisfaction or revenge so that everyone can witness and enjoy. And all these foregoing articles made with their royal highneys, their excellencies, we do promise for ourselves and on behalf of our members that we will most strictly keep and observe in the most solemn manner. In witness whereof we have hereunto put our marks at Long Beach, California, this 29th day of June in the year of our Lord, 2024. We hereby present to His Majesty this gift to secure our alliance. May you enjoy doing with it as you please.
I told you you were outnumbered.
Hello, guys. All right, friends, shipmates, pirates, and honored guests. Since our formation 14 years ago, the Order of Leviathan has stood tall, worn fancy hats and some even fancier, and represented the very best of what piracy has to offer. Leadership, camaraderie, and just a touch of friendly villainy. By dedicating ourselves to helping build the pirate subculture By dedicating ourselves to helping build the pirate subculture and supporting like-minded groups, charities, and friends, we've been and continue to be recognized as the crew for men and women of quality and integrity. 14 years. It's been that long, and it all started with a devil's dozen, and some of those devil's dozen are actually here today. They're the really old-looking guys, okay? And in those years, we've enjoyed calm seas, weathered a storm or two, explored, debauched, and conquered, always with a mind to being our best and to finding fellow pirates who share our vision. And that's why we're here today, to recognize and celebrate our new inductees and welcome them to the crew. Be they performers or reenactors, historically accurate or a tad more creative, these pirates have won the respect of their peers and earned a seat here. Oops, I lost my place. In this esteemed order on this beautiful day, surrounded by our banner, a skull representing piracy, encircled by a serpent for strength. Its tail covers an eye socket in homage to Odin, while its scales represent our many and diverse members, all joined together to form one mighty Leviathan. Bear in mind, shipmates, your induction today isn't just a membership into a worldwide club. No, your induction is a promise to respect and uphold the Leviathan's Articles of Agreement, first ratified by the founders and the Devil's Dozen back in 2010, and most recently amended by the Executive and Steering Committee in 2023. Now today, to be formally agreed on by you, our newest members, the articles touch on many subjects, but for the purpose of this induction, it's Article 7 we'd like to focus on, the Code of Conduct, and everybody knows who I'm talking about here.
Now I gotta tell you guys to behave. Okay, cool. Set my drink down. All right, friends, I'm Red Goats. I'm the Master at Arms for the Steering Committee, and I would like to read for you the Code of Conduct. For you, really. For you guys too, but mainly for you guys, so pay attention. This is what you're signing on for. The Order of Leviathan welcomes all members regardless of race, gender, religion, sexual orientation, or disability. As pirates, we're sometimes a bit rough around the edges, but we always try to be good people, and therefore we ask the following things of all of our brethren. Respect our members. Treat each other as we'd hope to be treated in return. Private matters. The Order recognizes that one's personal affairs are their own. If you have an issue with a fellow member, please let the Steering Committee know so we can help privately. Respect Order affairs. Anything shared within the order is asked to be kept within the order. What happens in the Order of Leviathan stays in the Order of Leviathan. Respect the induction. This is not a time for personal grievances, but a time for celebration and for unity. Respect our banner. The symbols of the order are something we all share. Turn page. Respect your self-image and that of your fellow members. It behooves all members to keep in mind that their actions could cause damage to their reputation or to the reputations of others or the order itself. We in the order hold ourselves to a certain standard, as our fellowship reflects on all of us.
I forgot to tell you who I am. My name is Francesca Lolane. I am the navigator for the Order of Leviathan, and in the absence of our helmsman, Savage, Captain Savage back in Florida, I am in charge of this motley crew. So, I hate to bring the mood down a little bit, but it's time for the reading of Fiddler's Green and to honor those we have already lost. Arthur Whitman, Castabel, Order of Leviathan, Devil's Dozen. Chester Davis, Tinker, Order of Leviathan, Valhalla Crew. Captain Pern, Order of Leviathan, Blackbeard's Crew. Cindy Warner, Willoughby Cott, Order of Leviathan, Blackbeard's Crew, Clan McCool. Dave Williams, known as Mad Davey, and we just lost him recently, Order of Leviathan, Rogues of the Golden Coast, who are represented here today. Sylvia McGinnis, Lady Red, Order of Leviathan, Crew of the Blackheart. Logan Spencer, Sir James Vincentio, Order of Leviathan, Crew of Charles Revenge, also lost very recently. He was part of this crew we had here to be inducted today. Carol Nelson, Lady Carol Chaos, Order of Leviathan, Dark Rose Crew, Pirates of the Treasure Coast. We lost her just a few months ago. We were able to give her an induction right before the end. We would love to have had her here as well as Logan. Ron Tuttle, Crew of the Santa Margarita. Hans Glazier, Crew of the Santa Margarita. D.G. Ray, Crew of the Santa Margarita. Lady Vicky Morgan, Crew of the Santa Margarita. Rich Kirkpatrick, Crew of the Santa Margarita. Michael Steinmuller, Master Builder, Havre Pirates, and Another Realm Vendors. Mike Younger, known as Stitch, Pirates of the Plateau in Washington State, and Peyton Williams of El Segundo. A moment of silence for everybody, please. Thank you very much. And I turn this back over to Red Coat.
So I'm on after Fiddler's Green, and that's kind of awkward. So I'm going to share with you a cremation story, because I feel like everybody has a good cremation story. When my grandmother passed, she asked to be spread in the ashes of the Pacific Ocean, and so I was 12 years old, and I thought it was pretty cool that we got to go out to Depot Bay, which is on the Oregon coast. We got to spread my grandmother's ashes, and so I was really nervous. And my father and my aunt were there, and they were very, very emotional. And when the time came to open up the urn and to spread Grandma's ashes, we had a hard time getting it opened because we had the container from the crematorium, and so they handed it in a panic to me, this 12-year-old kid. And I was terrified that I was going to open this thing and was going to dump it all over the boat. It was going to be a really terrible memory. And I remember opening up this container and looking in and sighing relief and saying, "Oh, thank God she's double bagged." And I only tell that story because today, last night, today we, the Rogues of the Golden Coast, had some of Mad Davey Flint's ashes. We fired it out of a cannon, which was an incredible, incredible experience. We also had planned to do the same for Chaos Carol. However, last night, during the meet and greet, there was what I would like to call a miscommunication between some people, in which we could not locate Chaos Carol's ashes.
It's not my fault.
I'm not saying it's your fault, mate. What I'm saying is that this game of hot potato became the game of, hey, it's not my fault. I'm not in charge of Carol. So for most of the day today, me and Ronnie and Kendra were trying to find Carol. I do want to tell everyone Carol has been found. Thank you. All right, it's a happy ending. And we're gonna ceremonially fire her ashes either tomorrow or in a private ceremony. So so it has a happy ending, I guess. With that, let's talk about the people who showed up. So behind me we have a number of people. I'm going to introduce some people here, some people who weren't able to make it, and then we're going to have some other members of the steering committee do the rest of the induction. So, Ern Page. Our first inductee this year, nominated by Marc Forget, Captain Smooth. He's a Corsair who hails from Brittany, France. He is the director of the Grand DiPolito Festival in Binnick, the premier pirate fest, and I think the only pirate festival in France. I'm going to say that unless someone can give me otherwise. No. Right on. In the words of Captain Smooth, Johan has made it possible to discover the different aspects of piracy throughout the world by strengthening the links of fraternities and cooperation between the different groups of pirates of France, Belgium, and elsewhere. He was not able to, our inductee was not able to attend this invasion, but Marc Forget had the pleasure of inducting him in France in April. So I want to give a big huzzah to Admiral Jo Johan Ruellan. Huzzah! And I'm glad that he's not here because I was going to do this in French. But a French cheer if I get this wrong. A votre santé. A votre santé. Excellent. I was close. I was using Google Translate. Okay. Now it's one of you guys. Who's going to be first? Our nominee is here from the great state of California. She has a Master's of Education in Children's Trauma and Special Education. Her dedication to her life of teaching disadvantaged children as well as helping those in our pirate community. In the world of Jules, her nominator, the Order's mission statement affirms that members exemplify a moral code founded on honesty, strength of character, and a high standard of ethics. She has impeccable character demonstrated by her unselfish acts of kindness, her integrity, and noteworthy accomplishments within the pirate community and her career. Some of our nominees' contributions include the Pirates and Polywogs program, a pirate community fundraiser event for autism, the NEA Scholarship, a pirate-themed fundraiser for low-income students. She created a pirate section in her school's library and donates pirate-themed books for children. And my absolute favorite, and I'm not just saying this, fact about all of you guys are all great, but this person hosted an SPCA canine literacy event for struggling readers to learn how to read by reading to therapy dogs, which is the most adorable, heartwarming thing ever. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Debbie Coleman, Angel O'Malley. All right, we got more to go. All right, our next inductee hails also from California. He's an entertainer, a stuntman, a pirate reenactor, a rocketeer, a man of all ages. When he isn't filming or coordinating stunts at Swordplay or Universal Studios, you'll find him reliving the golden age of piracy for charity events, piratical celebrations, including the Make-A-Wish Foundation, the Ronald McDonald House Foundation, the Michael J. Fox Foundation, St. Jude's, and the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. His nominator, I think, spoke the best when he says, through his theatrical exploits, our nominee has defeated barbarian hordes, sailed the Pacific Ocean in search of gold, stormed the beaches of Normandy, defeated the Confederacy, and even wrestled superpowered luchadors hell-bent on kidnapping. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Captain Mocha, Chino, Rusty Locke.
All right, the last of my crew that I get to induct. I'm very excited that I get to introduce this gentleman. Again, from California. Nice job, California. Our nominee, or inductee, is an actor, a stuntman, the leader of the East-West Ronin Pirates. He's volunteered, worked with many charities across Southern California, including the Make-A-Wish Foundation, the Children's Hospital of California, the Shriners, the Clown Ski Foundation, the Los Angeles County Mental Health and Suicide Awareness Program, and the Huntington Beach Fire Department Toy Drive. He is a knowledgeable in pirate history. He's always willing to help out anywhere he can. His reputation in the pirate community is exemplary, and I will say he is probably the most kindly talked about guy I think I've met since I have started dressing like a pirate. Everyone who has met this guy has said how incredible he is, and I'm really glad he's here. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you Henry Yamada.
Wow, that's a tough act to follow. Well, this next inductee has a really good personality. But no, for real. Yeah, he does. He is actually found his acts of piracy when he was a young lad working at Disneyland in the 1970s, where he took time on his lunch breaks to ride a ride that I think we all know about. There's a fancy jingle. And
Small world. Small world.
Exactly. But Commodore Moscaphish Hobb, home port of Las Vegas, nominated by Captain Kid Carson. For the last 11 years, he's been one of the main captains for the Pirate Festival in Las Vegas. He was the spokesman, sponsorship director, prop maker, which he's a part of the Paradise Ranch Foundation, which is a 501c3, and also part of HAT, which assists in individuals with autism, Down syndrome, and other special needs. Commodore Moscaphish was also a master prop maker. For, if you haven't seen his stuff, he has a ship right over there. It's amazing. It's right on the beach, or the rocks over there. No, you're not. But in his own time and money, he, during Halloween, sets up his house, and it's open to the public, and he has a pirate village, a siren saloon, western ghost town, medieval village, and 2 26-foot pirate ships.
It's amazing!
Exactly. Which I think one is here, right? Which one is here? It's right over there. It's amazing. And he actually raises funds. All the funds he raises for that goes to charities going for canned food drives, the Salvation Army, local food banks, 3 Square. He also is a part of Opportunity Village, which offers variety service for people with disabilities to help them get jobs in the workforce. Funny story about Mo. I asked him, where did you get Moscaphish Hobbs from? He says, well, Moscaphish is easy because it's fun to say, Moscaphish. I asked, well, what about Hobbs? And he's like, oh, that's something that the owners of the Las Vegas Pirate Festival calls me. And I'm like, well, why do they call you that? And he's like, I have no idea. And I just would assume, oh, where's Mo at? Oh, that old Hobbs over there. But all funny aside, I am very honored. I've known him for a number of years, and I am honored that he's going to be a brother. Commodore Moscaphish Hobb. inductee has been a pirate reactor for over 25 years, whose home port is in Clearwater, Florida, who earned his first pirate name being the PTA president of his daughter's school called Plumb Elementary. They called him Pirate Plumb. In 2022, Pirate Plumb founded the Mystic Crew of the Santa Margarita, based in Clearwater, Florida, just north of Tampa, Florida. In 2005, which is actually really hard, and most seafish will say the same thing, got it into a 501c3. He has now over 250 members where they fundraise for the Free Clinic, the YMCA, Make a Difference, American Cancer Society, Sheriff's Youth Ranch, Fostering and Hope Operations for Christmas Child. They've done over hundreds of thousands of dollars, over thousands of hours of volunteer service in their history of the crew. He also has two massive pirate ships that sail in a little pirate parade you might have heard called Gasparilla, which is actually the third largest parade in the United States, just followed by the Gross Parade and the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, where they go down and give 2 pallets full of necklaces out. 2 pallets, hundreds and hundreds of pounds. It's insane. One fun thing about Mr. Plumb is the reason why he is called Shark Bite is in 2004, he was in the Caribbean fishing, and a shark took a chunk of his leg off. The very next day, all stitched up, he decided to go back into the ocean to continue fishing, where another shark came in and took his leg out from under him. So if you ever are scared of sharks and need to go in the ocean, take this pirate with you, because you will be fine. I am so honored to induct this gentleman. We've known him for a number of years. And he was actually nominated by one of our recent Fiddler's Greens, Sylvia McGinnis. And I'm nervous because he's such a really cool dude. I present you new order member, Jawshua Sharkbite Plumb.
Yes, Sharkbite.
Go, Joe.
Santa Margarita.
Our next inductee joined the Fiddler's Green, unfortunately, a month and a half ago, after her long, hard battle with cancer. If you've been firing cannons throughout the U.S. in the last 20 years, odds are you have met this feisty, petite, firecracker blonde we know as Chaos Carol. Chaos is a living history reenactor pirate, always volunteering to help at black powder, small arms, and other cannon crew events throughout the greater U.S. Chaos led countless scavenger hunts for children, finding buried treasure. Terror was such a great pirate with that, she actually let the kids find the treasure and she didn't keep it for herself. Carol Chaos, along with a few other pirate women in the area, created one, if not one of the only all-female pirate black powder crews who owned and all maintained their own small arms and cannons. Oh yeah. Not only was she skilled with blunderbusses, she was also dedicated in the pirate community. Back in last October, while she was actually really weak, she actually showed up to an event and supported one of the Order of Leviathan women that's in our order, Lady Red, at the Space Coast Pirate Festival. She was very weak, but still managed to come there, and I have to censor myself a little bit, but this is what she said when she walked into Lady Red's booth. OF, hide the MFing rum, Chaos is here. Even with all her ailments, she always tried to put on someone's smile. She always tried to make people smile. And in February of this year, all the Order of Leviathan members in the Florida area all gathered at her house and inducted her because her health was starting to fail. We all signed a little Order of Leviathan plaque right here that will be attached to our order poster for the induction, where all the members signed it that attended. It was actually 12 members that went. There we actually had in her backyard, firing into marshes, fired a 4-inch cannon that weighed about 1,000 pounds in her backyard. Oh yeah. And guess who fired that with a big ass smile on her face? Was Chaos Carol. And once she fired it, she wanted to fire it again. And that was also fired by a bunch of small arms. She was such a great lady, and I am so honored to represent and induct her officially here. Can I get a huzzah? Huzzah! Thank you. Okay. Our next inductee. Bear with me. Logan Spencer. Sir James Vincentio, who was the first person in the history of the Order to be inducted by a public non-member. Every member that's ever been inducted into the Order was inducted by a member. He was the first person to be inducted by not one of the brethren in the Order of Leviathan. I thank you so much, Michael Dodson, for nominating him.
Huzzah!
Logan was a humanitarian, a Mason, a Shriner pirate for the Ale Shriners out of Savannah, Georgia, where his home port was. He was part of the charter members of a historically accurate pirate Navy crew out of Charleston, South Carolina, called the crew of the St. Charles Revenge. Logan's humanitarian efforts took him to Port-au-Prince in Haiti to help children get access to clean water, nourishment, and medical care after the devastating earthquake in 2010 that killed 200,000 people. Same year, he also led groups and served as project navigator in West Africa, traveling to Togo, Ghana, and other countries in the region. He continued his humanitarian role for another 5 years before he began his career in law enforcement. He was an Ale Shriner pirate, secretary for 7 years, and was a model of generosity. As a Shriner pirate, Logan routinely participated in community events to raise money for Shriners hospitals for children, which really hits close to the Order of Leviathan. One of our members, Captain J. Tucci, who as a child got life-saving surgery that he desperately needed for a better quality of life. And due to that, the Shriners took care of all the surgery and took care of him from start to finish. Logan found a group called the Shriners Pirates of the South Atlantic, which brought many Shriner groups from the entire region together to help fundraise for more hospitals. All these amazing accomplishments, and he was only in his early 30s. Within five minutes of meeting him, you felt like you've known him for years. Sadly, Logan was taken from us in February at his celebration of life in Savannah, Georgia. 8 Order members formally inducted him into the Order. And we are very honored that since Logan can't be here, his family actually came out. His mother, his sisters, and other loved ones flew all the way out here. Once we're done here, we ask of you to sign right around Logan's photo, which is on our induction poster, that just to bear witness that you are here. I sure hope that our induction meets your guys' expectations, because he was gonna be a great member. He was gonna be so great. He was only in his early 30s, and we're just devastated by this loss, and we just love the fact that the family is here, and I hope I didn't F it up.
We love you, Logan!
Can I get a hip hip huzzah for Hogan? Hip hip huzzah! Hip hip huzzah! Thank you.
Now it's my turn to follow sadness. Sorry, guys. My first inductee, I traveled all the way to Germany in April of this year because this guy impressed me so much, I had to go there in person to bring him into our order. Captain Jawshua Flint, Ralf Winterhoff. He started pirating at the age of 18. In 1995, he formed Flint's Buccaneers and they traveled throughout Germany. To be impressed, you have to realize that Europe is completely enamored with the Middle Ages and the Renaissance. Piracy was not a thing there. So he started this group. In 2012, he quit traveling and he founded the Pirates Action Theater. It's comprised of 30 actors and stunt people, as well as the Pirate Adventure Festival. The first year alone had 10,000 people in attendance. You may have heard of some of these bands. He was the one who brought to our attention You Banished Privateers, Pat Rasket, and Stormfront, along with many others. And when I got there, I got to actually see You Banished Privateers play in person, and it was pretty special. He has learned fencing, black powder, and special effects to bring all this stuff to Europe. And he won't stop. The man was in the hospital I don't know how many times in the last 6 months for heart problems, and he still threw his festival this year. He has also opened the Rusty Cutlass Tavern, hosting 100 to 200 people in his home for bands on a regular basis. He's even brought out the Dread Crew of Oddwood from Southern California to perform in Germany. In 2020 and 2021, he hosted the International Pirate Rendezvous when COVID shut the world down, and last minute they lost where they were going to do their thing. And throughout all this, he has kept the flame of piracy burning alive in Germany. So it is my pleasure to have inducted in April Mr. Ralf Winterhoff, Joshua Flint. If any of you guys know me, you know it takes a lot to impress me. And this last guy really impressed me. He was brought to my attention by one of our own, Mark Forget, Smoo, who couldn't attend this year. First and foremost, he is a lieutenant commander in the Royal Canadian Navy. I know, sorry. So, unlike most of us, this guy actually knows how to drive the big boat. He is heavily involved in promoting and teaching about piracy in Ontario, Canada. He is known for his excellent swordsmanship, and he has taught many of the local pirates their cutlass combat, including Mark Forget. He also picks up foam swords and teaches the children how to get the basics started for their own pirate careers. He writes in both French and English, Canadian French, so it's not real French, but French and English.
Better than the
For the magazine L'Echo de Mer, sorry, my French is bad, and has often been asked by various media to speak on piracy. Most recently, he was on, what is the name of that show you were just on?
PBS.
The one with...
Oh, yes, Scoundrels In.
Scoundrels In, thank you. Promoting the event and picking his top 10 list of pirate songs. He is the founder of Cut and Run Stage Combat, historical sword fighting, and my favorite thing about him is he also supports cats. This man has more cats than I have, and I have a lot of cats if you've seen my social media. He supports the Forgotten Ferals. He coordinates fundraising for snowsuits for kids. Canada thing, we don't do that here in California. And most important, and probably the real reason I wanted to nominate him, is that he has vast knowledge of rum, the history of rum, and he makes his own rum and brings it here for me to drink. It is my pleasure to induct William Blydes, Rob Bruner. next one's a lady, so I love it. She is an engineer, a reenactor, a black powder demonstrator, and an outfitter of the golden age of piracy. This chick is way smarter than I am. She has turned her enthusiasm and pirate passion into a way of life, and she now runs a little company called Parlay 8, and probably some of you are wearing her stuff today. She is an integral part of the Loose Cannon Company in Virginia, and I know they are well represented. Shares her knowledge of period clothing and black powder weapons, and when she's not doing that, she and her husband host a weekly live stream via Parlay 8 on YouTube called Pillage Overload, where they talk about all things pirate. Live and unscripted, anything can be on the table for discussion. Recent topics included the metric system, book reviews, Sam Bellamy, shipwrecks, and rum. Always more rum, and sometimes a little too much rum from what I've seen watching the videos. Her charity work includes being a big supporter of the Henricus Historical Park in Chesterfield County, Virginia. She donates her time to perform at a colonial living history museum that demonstrates early 16th century Virginia history and supports Special Olympics, Ask Childhood Cancer Foundation, Give Kids the World, Massey Cancer Center, and help with Loose Cannon Company and crew at the Cedar Key pirate invasion to raise $15,000 to donate to Cedar Key School. It is my incredible honor to bring up Deborah Brusso, Miss Lashing. All right, we're getting down towards the end, guys. I know this is long. This next inductee has my other love, wine. He is a Napa Valley resident for the last 30 years, and I had the pleasure of going up there last year and drinking this man's wine, and it was really, really good. Do with that what you will. He has been pirating for about 29 years, starting with NorCal Renaissance Fair, Black Point Forest. That's where he found his way into piracy. He's also a United States Navy veteran who spent 4 years fighting for our country, including Desert Storm, Desert Shield. Which probably helped mold him into a mostly seaworthy pirate. Desert, sea, still working that one out. So, he supports many charities, including providing canned goods to the local food bank, raising money for St. Jude's Children's Hospital, and helps those affected by natural disasters and supports the charities of our own Order of Leviathan. He travels to many pirate functions. Many of you have probably met him. So it is my pleasure to bring to you Captain Bacchus Maurice Dixon.
Thank you. Next lineup is Kevin Briscoe. Horatio Gray, a pirate for 20 years. Don't want to make you that old, I'm sorry. He proudly sits on the board for the Brotherhood of Steel. Apparently a pirate and that's cool. Yes. And the Center of Missouri Renaissance Festival, both non-profit that also supports Fisher House for the Wounded Service members, Juvenile Diabetes, Food Banks, Children's Hospital, St. Augustine Hurricane Relief. Well done, sir, just to name a few. He is an Army veteran, writer, actor, fantastic pirate, and our Devil's Dozen 13. Kevin Briscoe. The stage, Towderoy. Oh, Towderoy. Oh, there you are.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I have the privilege to introduce the patron saints of pirate attitude, our holiday Of course, what holiday I'm speaking of? Anybody?
Yeah!
Talk like a pirate day. This chum bucket here. Mike, step up to the stage, please. This is Mad Sally here. Mad Sally, step up to the stage. It's an honor. It's an honor. Now, does anybody know a famous sword maker in the crowd? Anybody? Tony! On behalf of Capt and Slappy, he wishes Tony Swan to accept his ring into the Order of Leviathan. They're roughly the same size. Used to be. It's a real honor. They've been friends for a long time. We all celebrate their holiday. They started it.
Yes, sir. I'll try not to speak more than 15, 20 minutes. I just want to say...
You gotta talk like a pirate.
Thank you. This is a great honor. We are aware of what a great honor this is. This started because last year when nominations opened, I was going to nominate myself. And I talked to someone, and he talked to someone, and less than an hour later I was talking to Clay on the phone, and he said, oh, no, we're going to do this. This will be much better. And I put my foot down. I said, I would prefer to have my name on the ballot and take my chances like anyone else. And the hardest guy to say no to I have ever met, as you all know. But thank you all very much.
And I'd like to point out we are the only organization, Order of Leviathan LLC, children's charity, that has as members the patron saints of pirate attitude. Mad Sally, Chum Bucket, and Captain Slappy. Captain Slappy, say hello to the people, please. Captain Slappy in the house, represent! Represent!
Thank you very much.
A woman after my own heart. Very little on the mic. Rings? All right. Rings? This is awesome. Kendra?
This is the last you get to hear from me. I swear. So over the years, we have had our inductions, and some people have traveled, and some people have not been able to make it. COVID shut us down. We had a double one in 2022. So today we have 3 people here that missed their inductions for various reasons, and we would like to bring them up with a special thank you to each one. The first one, I know he's skulking around here somewhere. There he is our own Tony Rotherham that came all the way out from England just to party pirate with us. He was nominated and inducted in 2018, long distance, and he's finally showing up for us here, even though we've been begging him for years. No, the bastard's third. We're working on that. All right. Come on up here. We've got a nice little extra thank you for you. Congratulations, and it's great to finally meet you. There's only 3, don't worry. We're almost done. 2020. Shut the world down, and this next person could not travel to the double induction in St. Augustine, Florida. And I know he's out here because he's already given me grief. Would love to bring up Justin Bornhauer of the Rogues of the Golden Coast. Who is our gentle giant, an amazing man, and you cannot miss him in a crowd. I'm afraid to put it on him. He's too tall. Thank you very much. last, I know he's hiding somewhere back here, because his wife promised me he would be, is our very own Bastard Bob. Where is he hiding? Bastard Bob was also the class of 2020 and could not make the journey out to St. Augustine, Florida. There he is. And he is one of my favorite guys. I've known him very long. There he goes. That's a beautiful way to wear that. And now I'm going to hand this back over to our very own Taldroid.
Okay, this is it. Once I'm done, we're done. We have a very special captain who's come all the way from Florida. He is the captain of a very special store in Florida. Scar, Captain Cart, can you come up here, please? Scar, we'd like to present to you, for all that you do in the pirate community, the impact your store has on all the tourists in Florida and us. It's a mecca for us to come visit, and it's a real honor not only to call you friend outside of this, but to present to you the Pirate of the Year for the Order of Leviathan and Pirate Invasion Long Beach. You're a class act and keep doing what you're doing. This is for you.
I'm honored and humbled just to be a small part of this great community, and I can't tell you what it means to me and what it means to all of my friends out here that are with us and the people that couldn't have been here with us. But thank you, Tal, for letting me be a part of this. Thank you.
That's it. Let's go have some fun.